So a lot has happened. Um, Basically, love is the source of existence, and it sort of encapsulates anything you do, but completely letting go of where you're meant to go or what you're meant to do seems pretty instrumental in the formulation of an organism that's got humility. Uh, there's a lot to say, really. Like, I could say anything. I don't know what's of use to you. I was at Mary Shelley's grave today. Um, she made Frankenstein. I didn't see the grave. I went to the pub, the Weatherspoons, called the Mary Shelley, right next to it. And I was contending with myself, like, why does this organism, because that's how I was thinking about it in a third person perspective, quite easily. Because there's all these dark energies that seem to go about the place there. But I thought, why does this organism not have a counterpart, a woman? And as you sort of eased into it, or I did, something did. The girl came up to me, spoke to me, and started small talking with me. Of course, not of course, it didn't work out quite the way I wanted, but it's because I was thinking at the same time just before that I'd have to be a very interesting person. I'd have to advance to get to where I'm at in terms of delivering and being subservient completely to God, but putting myself in an advantageous, that's how you pronounce it, position. So yeah, I'm gonna go build something on a piece of land that I can get, because it seems the more spiritual debt you accrue, the more financial debt you can accrue. But these are just aspects, just like being devoid of a woman, being devoid of finances. You can rectify that in different ways, and it's dependent on the person. Like, you might see I'm a bit thinner. I went like semi-pescatarian. I'm sort of going through this phase of not relying on food as much for energy. I'm feeling better, but obviously I want to substantiate this organism and its claim in this world and allow for it to flourish, and eating will be part of that as well, properly. I like to devour some red meat. But yeah, like, I was given this place for free, I think. But we'll wait to see. It's just an opportunity. No point to get lazy. I've been given a huge amount of grace. Like, looking at the time, I almost lapsed into going on a dating app again. And then basically Matt McCusker and Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis were on the first podcast together on the JRE. And they were, as I was doing it, they were discovering, oh, he's condemned himself. Like, because all this coincides with each other. Sometimes I don't listen to it because I label it as external. But then Matt McCusker was explaining how he got into tranny porn on the internet, and how it's like a butterfly. And I constantly think about the butterfly and caterpillar and emerging from the cocoon who tried to mate. And the butterfly was attracted to a certain like velvet blue on a sheet of paper that could only produce like pornography, like a dating app. And that was happening as I was going to this dating app, and then my email wouldn't work to send myself the photos on the device I was doing it on. It's intervention. Like, the more I reveal and bigger popularity I may accrue, that would endanger me, I think. Because God has a perspective of handling me in a somewhat loose way, forgiving way. Because if this stuff came to light, like, it would be interesting, like, how affected the world is. I don't know how good my beard looks, like, how formidable I look right now in this form, to transfer this in a way that you think, oh yeah, he looks like he knows what he's talking about, because I don't know. Like, obviously. But all this stuff coincides, and it's not coincidence. It's like a story you write for yourself, and it lapses in on yourself as an experience. I would like to be a bit buffer. I have to fix that. But yeah, I feel better. A bit lightheaded yesterday because I didn't get as much to eat as I would have liked, but it's just part of this going a bit on an escapade, you know. Went out, got shot down by a girl, went home slowly, talked to some guys, picked myself up, just play again. I might be going to a hootenanny, like a fucking barn dance tomorrow. Spend the rest of my money on that instead of food. But we'll see what God allows. Probably won't happen. I might get a sandwich. Not that I can eat gluten, but I've been eating it the past few days. Yeah, that left on me some work. Anyway, look at the difference between them. Maybe it's the lighting. But yeah, that hootenanny will be well welcomed if it does occur. But we'll see. My attitude to it is I'm open. I'm changing, well, he's changing my heart posture for me into one of love. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, to finalise, and this is kind of cool if you start around to the end, because this is the epitome of this. Like, I'm thinking about love, thinking about opening up my heart, and then I go to Love Church accidentally, a place called Love Church. I walk in on a youth night randomly. It gives you free food. Like, Christians are pretty much the only people I get on with. Everyone else sort of doesn't hear me, or doesn't really get on with me. But they're a bit more open. But yeah, like, I walk into Love Church and I'm talking to this girl now. And that could be something interesting. Hopefully I'm in good form for it. Wish me luck. I wish you luck. Yeah. Trying to present life to people and myself simultaneously. Good release. Happy. Get lots of fructose. And get nourished. You too, whoever is watching. See you.